All right, good morning. This zone is starting to almost look pretty good. And still working on getting those down. But I got that upper right a little bit. Got to clean up that stuff in the bottom. And then, of course, that pile of dead wood sitting right there. But that, to me, is starting to look pretty good. All right. I got one of those radiant propane heaters that I got a warning on. And I'm not really using it anymore because, first of all, it steams everything up inside, so it's pretty much unusable. But I was thinking of using it, like for warming your feet up in the morning for like a half hour or something. So it makes some sense to me. But just now I got this new torch. I got also my $20 burn barrel. And I went to take the hose off, and there was a lot of pressure in that line. And I'm beginning to wonder if there's something wrong with it. But after I use this today, when I take the hose off, if there's no pressure there, then there's definitely something strange going on. The trailer's full of propane right now. Anyway, I'll fast forward you through this, but this is my first cardboard burn. These solar panels were Renault G, by the way. I think they're pretty good. RSP 200Ds. Guess all the paint. Oh, that's the power supply. It's working pretty well. It's good for mobile electricity on the site. It also runs Elon Musk's Skylink. I can charge this at the same time I'm charging my batteries in the trailer, and the generator's running anyway, so I'm able to just pull more amps off the generator to charge up a dual set of batteries. Yeah, it looks like all this paint's going to burn off this thing. It's hot. All right, I'm adding some sticks and things in there to see if I can burn this paint off. Away from the fire a little bit, I guess. I got a feeling there's going to be a lot of gas coming out of this thing. Just a little bit of gas. I don't understand that. If that makes sense to anybody, let me know. The issue was when I unplugged the heater in the trailer, there was a lot of gas that came out of a shorter hose. And I don't know how all that pressure got built up. A little bit concerning for sure. These cans, 55-gallon drum online, are like $150. And Thomas said, go to Facebook. So I went to Marketplace. And there it was, 3 miles down the road, $20 can. It's probably just as good as the other ones. That one used to hold acetone. So I don't know what that means. Okay, so today I'm going to hopefully finish up the solar. And I'm going to put in the controllers and stuff. Or at least mount them. And then see how many lugs I have for the wiring. Probably have to go to the store. And then I got to feed the lines from the roof down to here. And then this will be done for a while. Alright, the only complaint I have on this whole process is you can't listen to music while you're doing work and record it. Because, of course, copyright laws and pretty much everybody is going to pick up on that. So, anyway, there's not going to be any volume on this. When it's normal motion, that's right, when I speed it up, there'll just be squiggly noises. But this should go pretty quick once I speed it up. Okay, try to explain the best I can here a little bit. Those big black things in the very front of the screen, those are the two batteries. The thing on the bottom right side of the board, that's the shunt. So everything that's drawn from the batteries gets recorded through that shunt. So there's nothing between the shunt and the negative terminals of the battery. And then that loops over, goes to the negative bus bar, and to the left of it is the positive bus bar. So it's pretty much that simple. The solar controllers above, they're, like I said, 8 panels on the one on the left, and that's feeding through the 10 gauge PV wire. Goes into the controller. The controller looks at the battery and looks at the solar power energy. Alright, I had trouble getting the right thing I needed at the hardware store. but hopefully this will work. Boy, if you haven't seen one of these things, you can probably spend $1 billion on crimpers, but this works for all kinds of sizes, and this is a bad size I'm using here. This is for 2 gauge, and this wire is only 6 gauge, so hopefully I'll get a good bite on it. Oh yeah, I love this thing. Alright, I'm out of heat shrink, so ignore this part. Let's see. It's my main battery supply to the trailer. Might interrupt something. Alright, where was I? Yeah, so it's pretty... yeah, the controller on the left, it's got the 4 panels in series, so there's about 80 some volts, and still only has like 13 amps on it. And then the one on the right, I'm hooking my first 2 panels to it. So I'm going from 800 to 1200 watts of solar power, and that should make 1/3 of a difference, which is good. Right now, at this time of year with minimal sun on a sunny day, I just barely recover from the day before, which is TV, charging up Elon Musk, who uses way too much power in my opinion, and 4 hours of TV. So with another 2 panels, I think I should be way ahead of the game. And then it's just, multiple cloudy days, just a lot of noise in the background for the generator. But I do have the Pacific Gas and Electric Company coming out on Tuesday to give a quote on what it would cost to drop power down to the pad. And that's going to create a whole nother list of to-do items. All right, this is the next phase. There's actually 3 black lines going straight up. The one on the far left is the one I'm going to tap into. These are the vent lines. Luckily, the third one, or I should say, unfortunately, the third one going up is tied into the vent of the black tank, which means it's going to get ripe down here. Wait, let's not do that one. Yeah, let's do the middle one. Yeah, there's more room there anyway. I don't know if you can see the middle one. Barely. Let me rearrange you. Okay, that vertical black 1.5 inch pipe is where I'm trying to get these wires to come out of. And it's going to be interesting. There's a lot of shit in the way. I'm gonna put a sanitary tee in there that goes to the roof, which is where I need to get. Let's see how that works out, talking over my talking. Alright, I'm glad I bought this tool. This is a good tool for that. Alright, and the smell's not too bad. My gray water is not that bad. Alright, all I need to do is fish some wires down there. We're going to the roof. Alright, we're on the roof. Those are the 4 that were previously installed. This is a new one, and that's a new one down there. So the question is where to put them and how the wires run. I want to run these in series, so the positive of one is going to hook to the negative of the other, and then the remaining positive and negative are going to go down that center vent. But I don't think I can put it, can't put it that way. It's got to be on the other side of this hatch. So the back of the trailer is going to have, probably going to have a chimney coming right out of the front of that air conditioning unit. So I got that to think about. I don't think 2 would fit there. And there's going to be a chimney there. I wonder if it would fit this way. Let's try that real quick. No, it's not going to fit there. It's not wide enough. 1, 2.5 is all. Ooh. If I put it that way, there'd be nowhere to walk around. I guess I'm kind of stuck with the way they are now. Alright, I'm going to mount these kind of in that area. This is kind of a shitty. I could put one across there and then one here, and that would leave all this open for future panels if needed. That might not be a bad idea. And I can run the wires under these panels up to here. Okay, I think that's the game plan. Let's try this one over here first. There. That's it. That was a little bit in the shade. Keep them away from the air conditioning shade. That's not too much. Alright. Alright. Luckily you and I are going to be the only ones that are going to see these. But I think that's going to be it right there. The sun is actually down pretty far already, and it's just barely covering that one. I think that's pretty good. Okay, I'm going to screw them down. Alright, here goes nothing. Recording. Alright. Cutting it close on this wire. I hope I have enough. I bought the same wire bundle from Amazon, but the 4 panels came together in the middle, so it was a short run to the vent. And this one's going way down on the other end, so might not be enough. What else is down here? Where aren't you going? All right. Come back up with some tie wraps and gauge that down. Well, don't need these anymore. Cool. You guys don't need to come up here again. Well, here they are. They got to go through that wall and hook up to the MPPT, or the circuit breaker. And that's not going to reach. God damn it. It's another hour round trip to the store. I'll be back. All right, we're going to finish this day off. Went to my local hardware store. They don't have PV, photovoltaic wire. Went to the electrical supply store. They didn't have it. Went to Home Depot and they didn't have it, which was weird. Then I looked it up, and it's mainly you need that wire for the insulation value. You know, it's out there baking in the sun and all that. And this is all going to be under the trailer. So I just got some 12 holds 20 amps in the house, and I've only got 2 panels, and I think they're in series, so they're going to be about 45-50 volts, but the amperage is going to be only 12 or something like that. So this will work fine, but I'm done. It's Friday night. I'm going to have a beer, and I actually bought a couple of Fireballs. I'm going to enjoy those. I'll see you guys tomorrow.